Okay, so this is a video on how to use the newest version of StoryMap. So the first thing you need to do is sign in with your username and password. And let me do mine now. And remember to use the password that was sent to you. And then you see this box that comes up. So what you want to do is click on Create New Story and let the launch builder start, and then you can see this dialog box come up. So you can just type the name of your map. You can add a short introduction here if you want to, and then there's a ton of things that you can do. So you can add an image or you can add a video to the beginning. So I will click on a video here and then let it upload. And then what you can see here, well, I took this on my security camera. This is a bear that actually showed up at a cabin in Northern California. Anyway, so you've got that video down there, and then this is where you start to use the map, or tell your story by using a map if you want to. So you can do some more writing here. And the idea behind the story map is, of course, you're telling a story. So you can write some. You can change the fonts, the headings. You can make numbered lists. You can use a line separator. And then here you can add a number of different things. So you can add an image. So let me just pull up an image here. And I will pop that in. I'll show you how it looks as soon as it downloads. And there it is. So above you've got the introduction and the video playing in the background. Down below, as you scroll down, you've got the image I just added, and then you can add a caption here. And then you can add more. So you can add another video if you'd like. Let's see, I'm not going to do that. Find your plus button. And then here's where you'll really probably play around with adding a map. So I've got a few maps in my story map area. You would want to click on Create an Express Map, and then what's going to come up is a map of the world, and then you will maybe scroll in. If you're doing like a family history or something, you'd want to take a map of wherever you're going to talk about. So I will use this particular map. So I'm going to hit down at the bottom here. Oops, I can't scroll down. At the bottom right, what you can't see is called Place Map. So I'm just going to place the map in my story map. And so this is the map that I just placed. Now here's where you start to play around with it. So you'd hit the edit button. And then up at the top here you see all these different things that can happen with drawing on your map. So you can hit select. Now what should be happening, or oh, there it goes. As you scroll over the things that you can actually do on this map, it will give you examples like add number points. So it's adding numbered points to a map. If you just want to add a point, you can just do that. And again, it's pretty handy. This little help feature shows you examples. You can do a group select. Now I don't know why you'd want to do something like this, but you can see what it does. It will drag a whole section of area down. This is the undo, and this is the redo. Add button, add number button. And then you can also add things like drawing lines, and you can see how this is done. You can freeform, drawing a line. You can add an area, like draw an area that you want to talk about. You can draw an area freehand. You can add text, and then you can also add arrows. So if you watch the little example here, you can see what they end up doing. Sorry about that. You can bend your arrows, and then the same with this. You can draw a two-headed arrow and then connect them. So if you want to talk about family history, you can add a button here and say, oh, they added and came to Boston. And then over here you can give information about this. So you can add your button to or label it as Boston, and then I'm just going to pick a random picture, add a picture there. You can go through and tell what kind of map you want it to look like. I particularly like this base map. And then you can add a description. And then add other features to this, and then add done. Okay, and then you can go about, you know, maybe they went to Chicago after. Again, do the same thing. I'm just taking random pictures you would have, whatever material you have. And then if you want to, you know, add an arrow. Oop. Okay, why is that dragging the map? That shouldn't drag the map. It could be that I'm filming this and it's messing up what the map can actually do. Anyway, you can then add your arrows to this, zoom out, and then concentrate on the next bit. And once you're done, again, you can't see it. Down at the bottom it says place map. So just click place map, and then this is in your area. So again, then you can scroll over these and you can see I didn't label number 2, but first landing, and so on. And then you can go down and you can keep adding things. So you can add a video about maybe what Boston looked like in, you know, the 1600s or whenever it is. You can add something called a sidecar. What this is, I'll show you. You add an image, and you can then add a little bit of a story off to the side. You can add more images here. So, and remember, what this is really doing is just telling a story. And what you can see here is as you scroll down, it changes to the next picture, and then you can add more type, whatever your description is, and then you can add descriptions down here, and then again you can continue the story with whatever you want to do. And then of course once you're done, you would hit publish and then send me the URL.